You know, life can be tough sometimes. We all have those moments when sadness feels overwhelming, like a heavy cloud hanging over us. But here is something I want you to remember: Buddha's teaching can guide us through these hard times. Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." And you know what? That's where we will start today. Let me share some of his wisdom with you, not as a lecture, but as a heart to heart conversation. Let's talk about sadness. Buddha taught that life is filled with challenges. Sometimes he called dukkha or suffering. But he also said this suffering isn't random, it has a cause. Think about it. When you are sad, isn't it often because of something you are holding on to? Maybe it's a relationship that didn't go as you hoped, a dream that feels out of reach, or even a loss you can't stop thinking about. Buddha called this tanha or craving. It's our attachment and expectations that often lead to pain. But here is the good news: suffering isn't permanent. Buddha showed us that by understanding its causes, we can let go of sadness. One of the most important lessons I have learned from Buddha is about acceptance. He said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." Think about that for a moment. We often fight against our sadness, don't we? We push it away, distract ourselves, or pretend it's not there. But Buddha didn't see sadness as an enemy. Instead, he taught us to face it with compassion. Here is what I want you to try the next time you feel sad. Instead of running from it, sit with it. Say to yourself, "It's okay to feel this way. I'm human and this feeling is a part of my journey." You will find that just by accepting it, the sadness starts to lose its power. Now, let's talk about mindfulness. Buddha emphasized this over and over. He said, "Meditate, do not delay, lest you later regret it." You don't need to special place or the hours of time to practice mindfulness. Just take a moment right now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and focus on it. Feel the air coming in and going out. That's it. Sadness often lives in our thoughts about the past or our worries about the future. But mindfulness brings us back to the present, where we can find some peace. Here is something that changed the way I see sadness. You only lose what you click to. Think about that. How often do we hold on to things that are already gone? Buddha told a story about a woman who lost her son. She was heartbroken, so he asked her to bring a mustard seed from a house where no one had experienced loss. She couldn't find one. That's when she realized she wasn't alone. Everyone faces loss. When you feel stuck in sadness, remind yourself life is like a flowing river. Everything changes, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you stop clinging. Here is a question for you. When you are sad, how do you treat yourself? Are you crying or do you blame yourself? Buddha said, if your compassion doesn't not include yourself, this is incomplete. Start by being gentle with yourself. You are doing the best you can, and that's enough. And don't forget others. Sometimes helping someone else is the best way to heal your own heart. A small kind of act of kindness, like checking in on a friend or smiling at a stranger, can create a ripples of positivity for them and for you. I want you to picture something for me. Imagine a cloudy sky. It's dark, heavy, and you can't see the sun. But does that mean the sun is gone? No, it's just hidden. Eventually, the clouds will pass. Buddha said, the existence for us is as transit as autumn clouds. Sadness is like those clouds. It feels permanent, but it's not. It will pass. When you're feeling low, remind yourself of this truth. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and imagine your sadness as a cloud drifting away. Have you ever noticed how we often overlook the small things that make life beautiful? Buddha taught that health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth. Take a moment to appreciate the simple things, the warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of your favorite meal, or even the sound of laughter. These little joys are all around us, waiting to be noticed. One thing that helps is gratitude journey. At the end of each day, write down three things you are grateful for. It's a simple practice, but it can change your perspective completely. Buddha gave us a roadmap to peace called the Noble Eightfold Path. It is a set of principles like right thought, right action, and the right mindfulness. You don't have to master it all at once. Just start with one thing. Maybe being more mindful or speaking kindly to yourself and build from there. Remember, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Before we end, I want you to remember this: sadness doesn't define you, it's a part of your journey, not your destination. Buddha said, no one saves us but ourselves. We ourselves must walk the path. That path is yours to take, but you are not alone. His teaching and the love and the support around you are here to guide you. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, let go a little bit of that sadness. You don't have to do it all at once, just one step at a time. Thank you for letting me share this with you. You are stronger than you know, and I believe in you.